Yo, yo, RX back on StreamYard, thank God, with another stream. This time it is the start of a new week, which can only mean one thing. It is fight week again, and this time it is fight week for UFC 322. And as also in the title, NFL Week 11, which we'll be breaking down as well. So, yeah, we back. Start of a new week. Took yesterday off. Even though I did record that almost 2-hour video, but still not necessarily a day off from streaming. And but we back. I missed y'all. And excited for another fun stream. We're talking about the fights, fantasy, football, basketball, everything. Fight news, fighters who have been cut the last couple days. It's gonna be a fun one, man. It's gonna be a fun one. Tuesday night, I think Smokey's live right now, which I hope he's doing good. Ma's taking a night off, so I hope he's doing good as well. Always deserves a night off. And yeah, excited for a fun night, man. I'm gonna talk some fights and everything else in the beautiful world of sports. And yeah, should be fun, man. So not really sure what else to say. I know y'all drop in whenever you drop in, so I feel like it's only fair to hop in this bitch right off bat. Good to be back on StreamYard. It's not really a month, like it says over the month where you used your time, but I don't really know how that is calculated because obviously the last time I streamed on StreamYard was not October 11th. So I don't know how that fucking works. I'm not gonna question it because I'm happy to be back on StreamYard. No delay, the best audio quality, no chat on stream, which sucks. Well, if I wanted that, I'd have to fucking buy it. Fucking, oh, dude, you buy your super plan. Oh, that sucks. But outside of that, we back on the yard. We back for another fight week. We're gonna have a fun time. What's up, Zero? Good to see you under a new account, like always. So, yeah, not really much else to say. We back. Let's talk some fights. Football, basketball, yada yada. Let's get into this shit. Oh, I hit the wrong thing. Don't make fun of my background. I know we're using a Halloween background because fuck you, I didn't get to use these when I was when it was Halloween time because I was on restream at that time. But fuck you. Enjoy the Halloween background. And it's green, man, my color. So, actually, no, that's stupid. Not my color, but my favorite color. So fuck you. I'm using these cool backgrounds because I want to use them and I didn't get a chance to. So the next 369 streams are gonna be using these because they're fucking badass. So I want to hear it. Fuck you. So yeah. But with that out of the way, we have fights this week like we did last week, but this time it's the big boys. It's a big fight in the garden for some belts, for some rankings, so out of the Apex in front of a real crowd. This is gonna be great. I cannot wait for this card like everyone else, in which I don't like one of the people in the fight, in the big fight, or a couple people on the card in general. This is still a great card. I'm very excited. And pay-per-view 322 Garden. What else can you ask for? Great card. Everyone's saying maybe the most stacked card of the year. On paper, it has all the potential to be the best card of the year. I'm excited for it. Anyone with a pulse is excited for it. The last pay-per-view in the Garden, the second last pay-per-view ever before the Paramount deal. I'm excited. I can't wait. Let's talk about it, shall we? Obviously, I talked about these fights a tiny bit on Sunday, but not really like in depth. So I'll go a little more in depth here with talking about the fights and all that, and should be fun. So I kind of gave my pick for a few fights earlier, again on Sunday, but this will be more in depth on the lower fights. So shall we just get right into it? I think we shall. We begin all the way down on the first fight of the card. See, they finally got the right order, you know. in terms of updated what the actual order is. So thank you, Typology. We will begin with the first fight of the night that was booked last week on very short notice to be in the night at lightweight. Vyacheslav Borshev versus Matheus Camilo. Not a great fight, but it's alright. Someone needs to get a win. Both guys probably fighting for their job. I would not be shocked if the loser of this war to get cut. Slava Claus is on a 2 fights losing streak, I believe. Camilo losing his debut back in earlier in the year. I don't remember the exact date, to be honest. This is an alright fight. Should be a fine fight to begin the night. We all know Slava Claus is a very fun fighter. Entertaining, not very good, but yeah, Camilo, again, coming off a piss poor debut against Gabe Green, where he kind of got fraud checked. He is the favorite again here, which I really don't understand. Slava Claus, I believe, opened as his favorite, but now it is the underdog, which I don't understand. I'm going Slava here. I think Camilo's garbage. I truly do. From what I've seen against Gabe Green, who I never thought much of. Not saying Gabe Green's a terrible fighter, but I don't think he's anything special, and Gabe Green kind of schooled him a good amount. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna probably lean Slava Claus here. I think he should get the win here. I think he's just better as the underdog. I don't know if that's the safest underdog pick in the world, and definitely something I probably wouldn't bet on, but yeah, I'll probably lean Slava here. I'm not going to show the pick percentage until Friday, because I know a lot of people don't have their picks in at the moment, and after weigh-ins and all that's when really a lot of people put in their picks, so we'll wait to do that. But yeah, I'm going to go Slava here. I think he's better. Don't really get why he's his underdog here. Camilo's shit. Give me Slava. He has no cardio either, so if you... I know people are going to say, oh, you're just going to grapple fuck Slava. He doesn't have good cardio, too. He gassed after, like, 1 round versus Gabe Green, so... I'm definitely going Slava here. I think he's just better. Maybe Vyacheslav. Next, we got the lock of the night, the easiest fight to pick on the card. I'm not going to waste your time here. Bysanger, Susurkayev versus Erica Mechanico. I wonder who's going to win. I truly have no idea. Like, I truly have no idea. It's not like Susurkayev was going to run through Mechanico like fucking paper. Yeah, Susurkayev by murder. Mechanico is coming off a win somehow against Cody Brundage. But yeah, Susurkayev is gonna rip him in fucking 2, and yeah, give me obviously Susurkayev locks the night. Nothing more needs to be said there. Then we have Smokey's favorite fighter, Angela Hill, back for another interesting fight. One that she could win. I mean, if she is a giant underdog, I feel like people never make her the underdog. As we have Angie versus Fatima Klein. This is a good fight for a top 15 ranking at strawweight. I believe Angie's ranked 12th or 13th. Maybe 13th. That's where they have their own typology, which is the most reliable ranking thing. This is a good fight. Obviously, like we all know, Angie, 15-year age gap here. Fuck. Yeah, I don't need to tell you about Angie. Is she the best fighter? No. Is she the worst fighter? No. Is she a fighter? Yeah. She can either look really good on the night or look really terrible. Usually she looks really good against underdeveloped prospects, but when she fights legit fighters, she usually gets schooled, like she did against Asmin Lucindo in her last one. So, maybe this is her last fight, who fucking knows. We'll see. We'll see what Angie we get here. She is fighting the very good Erin Blanchard teammate, who we'll talk about later, Fatima Klein, who is a -450 favorite, which I think is a little high, even though I think Klein is very good. I have Camilo by decision. What's up, Tone? I like that profile pick. I get the Camilo pick, but again, like, I know most people probably don't even remember his debut, but I remembered how he kind of gassed against Gabe Green pretty easily. I think Slava sucks, and we all do, but I think he can survive and beat Camilo, but this is the lowest level fight on the card, so are we fucking shocked? I think that could be a borderline pick'em, so Yeah, Susur by knockout. Yeah, that's who doesn't have the round 2. You think he's gonna let Makonko survive to round 2? Yeah, maybe. This is a good fight. It's always tough to pick an Angela Hill fight because she's like Neil Magny and a couple others where it's like, if you pick against her, she's probably gonna win. If you pick her, she's probably gonna lose. She's not as consistent with that because a lot of time you can't pick against her and she'll lose, and vice versa. So, but she's just one of the annoying fighters to pick in the UFC. She has an 18-5 fucking or 18-15 record for a reason. She's difficult to predict, let alone against a good prospect like Fatima, who I know a lot of people still might not know yet. But she's good. Fatima's good. I think she's better than Blanchfield, truly. She's good. She coming off that great knockout of Melissa Martinez. Got a bonus for that back in Atlanta, I believe. She's good. So if anyone could break Angela Hill's record against young fighters, it would be her. This is a good fight. I don't agree with Klein being such a big favorite because again it's Angie and I know it's a meme term to use, like shout out Lucas Tracy, but crafty veteran. So I could see Angie pulling off a win here, but it's hard not to pick Klein. Angie's on. This again would not be shocked. This is Angie's last dance. Klein by decision. Yeah, I'm not saying how this fight ends is not really a debate. It's who wins it. It sucks to pick against Angie because who doesn't like Angie outside of Smokey? She's a legend of this muy females in a way, and she's a good person, but she's 40, almost 41. She lost 2 in a row. I believe she's lost to Ricci and Lucinda. I know she beat Kellen Sosa. So maybe this won't be her last one. Like she's not gonna go anywhere else. She's gonna retire UFC fighter. So I don't know. I think this is a good fight. Yes, I'm gonna pick Klein, but I could see a case made for Angie, and I would never be shocked to see Angie win. So we'll see. We'll see. Happy Klein's getting a big opportunity and a big spotlight in a ranked fight, and she's really good. Fatima is good, but Angie has. We said that a few times about people who fought Angie going in. We said that about. We thought Denise was really good. She is, but got beat there. Loopy lost to her. Luma Luke Bume, who's really fucking good. So she just knows how to beat these prospects, man. But she's also lost to a good amount of them. So, let's see. Kellen Sosa had a lot of hype going into that fight. So, but we'll see. Good fight. Klein, I'll go with. But can never count out Angie, man. Female Neil Magny has English. Never be shocked if Angie pulls off an upset for Smokey, especially. But yeah, I'm going for Tina. She should not be that big of a favorite, though. Next, we have another very good fight on this card. Like most fights on this card, a fun fight at featherweight with very questionable betting odds. We have Shepe Mariscal versus Pat Sabatini. Very good fight here. Good to see Shepe Mariscal back. A guy who I think's kind of getting overlooked in this division for being, 5-0, I believe? He's good. Shepe's really fucking. Is he 5-0? Yeah, he's good, man. Like, people. I feel like he's not getting a lot of talk in the UFC right now, which I get because featherweight's a really stacked division. But I think Shepe should get a lot more talk, and I'm happy he's getting a spot on this card. And a big fight against someone who's probably not far from the top 15, and Pat Sabatini, or kind of featherweight Sean Brady, or someone along those lines. I guess is probably the best comparison for Sabatini. This is a good fight. This is a big fight. The winner could easily be getting a top 15 shot after this. This is good. I don't get the betting odds. I don't know why Sabatini is the favorite. He has dropped a bit from where he was before, but I still don't think he should be the favorite. I think Shepe's better, more well-rounded. The easiest way to beat Pat Sabatini is just keep him standing. Pat can't fucking grapple, or Pat can only grapple. I mean, he can't do anything else outside of grappling. Shepe's pretty well-rounded. He's beat. I'm not saying his wins are phenomenal, but Cherrier, good win. Jenkins, not a great win. So, this dude looked really good on overall an 8-fight winning streak. I think he's better than Pat. I don't get why he's the underdog here. I think Shepe's better. I know, again, a lot of people might not know Shepe. I think he's mainly been in Apex cards the last couple fights. But I think he just has more in his toolbox than Pat, and he should win. I'm going Shepe as the underdog. Don't really get why he's the underdog. I don't know. Maybe Pat could just grapple fuck him for 15 minutes, but I'm gonna say he doesn't. Give me Shepe. And I'm not giving out my finish predictions because you gotta watch my breakdown video for that. I haven't picked this fight yet. Too tough to pick at the moment. I'm leaning Pat. Yeah, I could see that. Because again, I know like Pat's the more well-known guy. Shepe is lesser known, but also very good. We at least know that. This is a good fight. I'm going Shepe though. I think he's better. I think he can keep it standing and win, or let Pat gas himself, because Pat have gassed before. Give me Shepe. I think he's just better. Another underdog. Might maul him whole match. Possibility. Very high possibility. So I would not be shocked by that at all, because we've seen Pat do it before, but I just don't think Shepe's gonna get fraud checked like that. So I truly don't. I just think Shepe's better than a guy who would get mauled by Pat. We'll see. I think that is the toughest fight to, well, because like not counting the Slava Camilo fight, because those guys, that's a tough fight because they both suck. Going off like because both guys are decent, I think that's the hardest fight to pick so far, and probably for most of the prelims, probably the hardest prelim to predict, to be honest. Shepe Mariscal, yes. Then we hit the featured prelim, I believe, or the featured early prelim. This is in the middleweight division. Another pretty simple fight to predict. GM3 versus Kyle Dawkins. I'm gonna have to pick Kyle fucking Dawkins. Ain't that some shit? Yeah, this is gonna be GM3's last UFC fight. It just is. Dawkins should run through him. So, not really much else to say. I can't believe Kyle Dawkins is almost a surefire pick here. I hate this fucking sport sometimes. But yeah, Dawkins is a clear pick here. GM3 is done. He looked like a fucking joke against... who did GM3 just fight? Why am I blanking on who he just fought? Usually I never. Why am I blanking so hard? Who the fuck did GM3 just fight? Chuck, yes. He looked like a complete pushover in that fight, and I think the same thing will happen here, so I hate to fucking pick a Dawkins because I think they're terrible. Chris was terrible, Kyle is terrible, but yeah, Kyle should win this. So GM3's last UFC fight, more than likely, because it'd be a 4-fight skid. Sucks to see, but what else can you say? I'm not gonna throw a pick away, at least on the prelims. On the main card I will, but yeah, easy win for Dawkins, which again, that's a disgusting sentence, but it's also just what it is. Then we hit the prelims with maybe the most talked about prelim, because who isn't excited for this banger? The prospect battle at bantamweight. That's gonna either one of these guys is gonna leave a fantastic prospect, and begin the prelims with Malcolm Wellmaker versus Cody Haddon. He got Kyle 1-2 round knockout. Yeah, if he should finish him. If you finished Michelle prior, you should finish GM3. Wellmaker and had an amazing fight here. Maybe the best prelim, to be honest, in terms of like hype and how interesting it is. Wellmaker, we know, is looking like a fucking star right now. Maybe the most powerful guy at bantamweight at the moment. Looked flawless so far in the UFC run. But let's not overlook who he's fighting. Cody Haddon, a guy who a lot of people might not know because he's only fought one time. That was a year ago almost. But he's not bad. He's not a pushover. I feel bad for Amir because he has to fight Wellmaker, who's going to beat him. But like, Haddon's not a pushover. The kid's good. And this is a lot tougher fight than Series City was for Wellmaker, because again, this is a short notice replacement fight. So this is interesting. This is a very good fight. I'm very excited to see Wellmaker back. This kid is good. Haddon's good as well, but I just think Wellmaker is that guy. I think he's gonna be able to put Haddon to sleep. Wallmaker has become the favorite after being the underdog at first. Yeah, I think Wallmaker should probably be minus 200 until we see any cracks in his fucking armor. I don't see any reason not to pick Wallmaker. So, unless he can't grapple, which that's what we're gonna find out, he should win. I think he's maybe the best prospect at bantamweight right now. Yeah, give me Wallmaker. So, kid's good. Kid's good. I knew the second the odds came out, Haddon was the favorite. I knew they were gonna flip just like that, and they did. So, yeah. Not many bad odds. I think the only like questionable odds have been Sabatini and Camilo so far. Rest I think have been good, and give me the favorite and Wallmaker then. Then we have the fight for the boys. I know everyone's excited for this one. Not for the reason that it's going to be a good fight. I have Wallmaker second KO. Nice. Yeah, very good possibility. He puts Haddon to sleep. Sorry, Smokey. Man, Smokey has to. Smokey might have to watch Angela Hill and Australia get knocked out. Poor guy. But we move on from that too. I have earned decision. Who doesn't? We have in our second fight of the prelims, and everyone's favorite fight of the prelims. Boys, I know you're excited. Tone's getting warmed up now for this banger. Not because it's gonna be a good fight, because people pretend these two are any bit good looking. We have in our second fight of the prelims, Earn Blanchfield or Aaron. When I say Earn, that's how it's spelled. Blanchfield versus Tracy Cortez. So do you want me to talk about the fight itself or how these two are not hot at all? Because I could do both. The fight itself, Ern's going to win. What is there to say? Minus 235 should be a bigger favorite. Easy win. She's levels above Cortez. Cortez is garbage. She's not a fighter. It's that simple. She's just not a fucking fighter. And she doesn't even deserve this top 5 shot. So there's that. Then to the side of the coin where people are excited for this fight. Like I don't even think it was a joke. These are like two of the most hyped up women on MMA Twitter in terms of looks. I don't get why. Earn speaks for herself. Jesus fucking Christ. And Cortez is like a 5 on a good day. So I don't fucking get it, but I know a lot of people will enjoy this fight in the ways you probably shouldn't. And I'll say right now, Fatima Klein's hotter than both these two. I'll just fucking be honest. Yeah, Earn, easy win, domination. I want nothing more on this card than Earn to elbow Cortez's face into fucking a bloody mess. Please, Earn. Please. That I would love nothing more than Cortez to leave this fight with cuts and bruises and blood and scars. Oh, nothing. Then I would enjoy this fight. But no, I'm just gonna lay on Cortez for 3 boring rounds and win. So, yeah, not really much else to say. Predictable fight, one of the easier fights to pick on the card. Yeah, easy win for Aaron. Then we get to the co-main of the prelims, a banger at middleweight between Roman Kopylov versus Obama. Yeah, Robocop should win this fight. He's much better than Kopylov. Kopylov is not good. He just got 30-27 by Paulo Costa, which should say all you need to know. Yeah, give me Robocop minus 160. Should be a bigger favorite. He should easily win this fight. He's just better. If he could win this on feet, he could take this down and win. Obama should win this fight pretty easily. Not much to say. Kopylov sucks. Like, he's had moments of looking like a legit prospect, but when Paulo Costa schools on you for 15 minutes, get fucking real. Robocop, easy. What else can you fucking say? Yeah. Then we have in our featured prelim, everyone's favorite fight of this card. I have Robocop by decision, believe it or not. Possibility. I could see it, but I'll more than likely pick a finish for that fight. But yeah, I could see Robocop just grinding out a decision like he did against Duncan, but time will tell. Time will definitely tell. Speaking of decisions, more than likely, And grappling even more. Everyone's favorite fight of this card moved down from the main card to the featured prelim, where it actually does not look half bad, because I'm actually really intrigued in this fight. Funny enough, I'm actually intrigued to see the scrambles between these two. As we have in the featured prelim, Bo Nickel versus Rodolfo Vieira. This is gonna be an interesting one. You kind of look at this fight in two ways. In a striking match, Bo is way better. Which is a fucking amazing thing to say about a striking match. Take shots though, he's durable. Yeah, has he ever been finished? I think he might have finished once, not counting the fluffy submission. Oh yeah, submitted twice, so he's never been knocked out. His whole career might change Saturday. We'll see. In the striking, Bo's better here, but in the grappling, that's where we're gonna find out. Bo's a great wrestler, Rodolfo's a great grappler. This is gonna be an interesting one. I'm actually intrigued in this fight. I think they should have done this fight before Bo got fraud checked. It would have looked a lot better. But whatever. This is an interesting one. I'm intrigued to see what happens here. Bo minus 230. Probably maybe a little bit too big of a favorite. Probably could drop a bit. I believe Rodolfo opened as the favorite, which is insane. I hope someone got that Bo dog money when it fucking dropped. But yeah, Bo should win this. I think I think it'll be a mix of a boring striking match and a weird grappling match. So yeah, I hate to have to pick Bo again, but I think he should win this. I think he's better than Vieira. And I think in a striking match, this could be a lot like that Paul Craig fight with Bo. He should be able to just win a shitty striking match or a weird grappling match. So, give me Bo. Can't believe I'm saying that again after that Renier fight, but it's the right pick. So, give me Bot Nickel and yeah, not much else to say. Then we get to the main card, beginning with the fight that got put on the main card over Bo Beneil Dariush versus Benoit Saint Denis. Yeah, BSD is gonna win this fight. What else does anything else need to be said? Like, Benoit's gonna win this fight. He should easily smash Beneil. As shit as Benoit is, he's better than Beneil. Beneil is complete garbage. And yeah, BSD should win this. I guess I have Bo. Yeah, that's that fight for you. Yeah, Benoit only minus 190. Could probably be a little bit bigger of a favorite, but I get him not being because he does suck. But you should beat Beneil, who's shit. So yeah, give me BSD. Not much else to say. Yeah. Simple. Then we have in our second fight of the main card, the easiest one to predict in my opinion. And the first of many welterweight fights on said card. I'm leaning BSD, but don't know. I don't think there's much to know about that fight, but maybe, who knows. Benoit is so shit that Beneil could maybe win, so we'll see. But another fight that I don't think really takes a lot of effort predicting is our second fight of the main card, and the easiest one to pick on said main card: Leon Edwards versus Carlos Prates. Prates by murder next. I don't need to say anything else. I gave more fucking effort into the Susukaya fight because I think it deserved it more. Prates by murder. Simple. Then we go to the other welterweight fight on the card that's not for the belt, and the much tougher one to predict, and this one's actually really good. Process KO round 2. Yep. We have Sean Brady versus Michael Morales. Let's see who's gonna fight for the belt next. If JDM wins, if Islam wins, obviously he's gonna fight Ilya. But if JDM wins, he'll fight the winner of this fight. And it's an interesting one. Sean Brady, the favorite. I guess I can understand if I don't agree with it. Either way, who do I think is gonna win? I probably don't know. But if I'm being biased, which I will be for this fight, I'm putting my pick in as Michael Morales, if you want me to be honest. Do I think he's gonna win? Maybe. I could see it. Oh fuck, I'm leaning Brave, but you can't see it. Yeah. This fight definitely is probably the one on the main card people are gonna switch on the most. Morales, super great prospect so far. Sean Brady got knocked out by Bilal. Enough said. Yeah, either way, no matter what I actually think is gonna happen, because I don't even know what's gonna happen really. I'm putting my pick in as Michael Morales. Give me Ecuadorian Spider-Man. Yeah, I will never, outside of the Leon fight, I'll never pick someone who lost to fucking by knockout. Give me Michael. Give me Spider-Man. Give me Spider-Man. Then we got the co-main event of the evening for the UFC Women's Flyweight Championship of the world. The fight to see who is the best female fighter in the world right now. Maybe Kayla Harrison, but I think these two are better, and actually females, as we have in our co-main event of the evening. To see who's the best female fighter in the world right now is probably Dakota Dicevich, however you say it. But these two, wait, actually, probably goes Whaley and Dakota, but that's a different story. God, this fight should be Whaley versus Dakota. Don't remind me. We have co-main Valentina Shevchenko versus Whaley Zhang. Tone going, Val, I am not, I am going, and new. I talked about it on Sunday night. I'm going Whaley. She's better. I think she's better. She's younger by a hair, but feels like she should be. How is she 36? Yeah, Whaley's better. Val is washed and has not looked great lately. That was my favorite fight of all time. So, at least it's, yeah, I'm okay with bias. I'm more than I love a good bias pick. I'm about to do another one in the main event in a minute, but this is unbiased pick who I just really think's gonna win. I think Whaley's better. I'm going Whaley. I've thought she's better than Val for a minute, and yeah, Val had her time, but like I talked about on Sunday, what was her last great performance? Jessica Andrade, like 8 years ago. Whaley's not that undersized as people would want to make it out to be. I'm on Whaley. I think she's better. How is she the underdog? I don't fucking know. Give me Whaley. And new 2-time. And then she'll fight Natalia Silva and what will probably be a fucking great fight. So, Natalia Silva waiting in the wings for the winner of this fight. So if Natalia's praying for Valentina win, because I'm picking Natalia to beat Valentina, but Whaley and Natalia's a great fight, but I would pick Whaley in that one. But first, someone has to win this fight, and I'm going Whaley. So, great fight. Probably the fight I'm more hyped for that fight than the main event, to be honest. Yeah, give me Anu. And then, obviously, what we're all here for, the main event of the evening for the undisputed UFC Welterweight Championship of the world. It should be Shavkat defending here, but he's the Beat 2.0. So instead, we have Jack Della Maddalena versus Islam Makhachev. Another thing I talked about on Sunday night, but I'll say it again here. What do I want to happen? I'm like everyone else. I want to see JDM win. What do I think's going to happen? It's going to be a normal, boring Islam fight, and he's going to win. So, enjoy. Of course, I'm biased. I'm putting my pick in as Jack Della, but I'll never put my pick in as Islam. I don't even remember the last time I did. I think when he fought Thiago Moises or Dan Hooker. Yeah, I don't like him. He's a inbred Khabib Nepo baby. You'll never touch Khabib in any all-time debate, but you know, people are stupid, and let's hope he loses here. Is he going to? Probably not. But at least Ilya will knock him out right after this. But that'll be the next fight, so that'll be cool. But yeah, give me JDM biasly. Honestly, I think Islam will probably win. I think the odds are a little too wide. I do think that fight, I would probably have Islam like minus 210, 200, but I do get why it's a big favorite. So, but I'm going JDM biasly. So, yeah, more than likely, high chance I take 2 biased outs on the main card, but I'm more than okay with that. Give me Jack Della, please, and this Nepo baby. We don't need any more of them. we're done with them. And still, come on, JDM. And that's my abbreviated breakdown for the card early in the week. It's such a, I don't need to tell you it's a great card. If I had to tell you it's a great card, I don't know where you've been living, but clearly it's under a rock because we all know this is a fucking amazing card. But let's see how I do on picks. Yeah, it's a great card. I can't fucking wait for it. Just like everyone else, I'm more than ecstatic for it, and gonna see what happens. Great main card, fun prelims, 14 fights in the garden. This is gonna be great. I can't wait. Well, we made it. Even though those 2 Apex cards in the last 2 weeks were not bad and gave us some very funny moments. This is what we've been waiting for. It's gonna be great. So let's see what happens, man. I'm excited and see what happens. Can't wait. Of course, I'll talk about this card many more times. Wednesday, Thursday video, or Wednesday, Friday videos, etc. But yeah, I can't wait. It's gonna be great. We made it to the garden for UFC 322. Almost there. A couple more days, baby. Yeah, so that's about that. Fun card. And again, I'll go over it a couple more times throughout the week, but what I gotta say now for it? Yeah, cool. Not very much else to say. So I guess we got other topics to talk about. So let's talk about them. I'm trying to think fight-wise. Is there any... we looked at what else is this week. Nothing really else going on this weekend. Fighting. I that Conor Ben fight about it. So let's look at the fight news we've had going on, even though there's really not been much. We talked about all of these, and obviously this happened, and we talked about this. There really only been one piece of fight news since we last did this last Tuesday, I believe. One was just announced 6 days ago, so yeah, that had been last Tuesday. So yeah, the only fight we had to talk about that was announced in the last week was Kennedy Nzechukwu versus Marcus Buchecha for the December fight night with Cop and Raval. Yeah, cool, fine, prelim. Nzechukwu should win. Buchecha is garbage. Yeah, fine, Apex prelim. Sweet. So yeah, they really got a lot more to book. They might do one more fucking fight for 323, and they got a couple more fights to book for that December fight night. But outside of that, there's just not really much else that needs to be booked. So yeah, so sweet. Let's see, I'm thinking what I want to go on to next. We could talk about the few fighters that have been cut over the last couple days. So I guess this will be a new thing. I do Tuesdays as well. It's always good to look at who's been chopped. Since I do the chopping block segment, which I love. So yeah, the few fighters have been cut over the last couple days. We'll begin obviously Isaac Targaryen, the legend. But these were during the card on Saturday. We had Quang Lee, Rolando Bedoya, and Ash Moose cut. I feel bad for Quang Lee. He kind of got a short end of the stick, but I can't disagree with it. Bedoya, long overdue. Ash Moose, not upset at it. Sure, got rid of it with garbage day, I guess. And then last night they cut 3 more: Hollabaugh, Kiefer Crosby, and Chris Barnett. Hollabaugh, his 3rd time getting cut from the UFC. He'll somehow find a way to come back. Kiefer Crosby, yep, long overdue. In the sad one, Chris Barnett. That one hurts the soul, but yeah, it's more than deserved. He's one of the worst fighters I've ever fucking seen in my life. And that fight with Hamdi was one of the most pathetic fights I've ever seen in my life, so yeah, not really. And Hamdi got cut, so I'm happy they both got cut after that. Yeah, not upset at it. Sucks, of course, for the memes, Chris Barnett's amazing, but in all reality, he's fucking garbage. And see ya. So, yep, 6 fighters cut over the last couple days, all more than understandable. Yeah, never hurts to see fighters get cut when they are warranted, especially with more Contender Series guys debuting at short notice and da-da-da-da-da. yeah, good riddance. Not really much else to say there. And then the only other UFC MMA thing I want to talk about is another thing that popped in my mind as I was during stream. I was like, oh, we could do this. Let's look at the updated rankings after last week. There actually has been a few, so we could look at this as well. The updated rankings after Vegas 111. Move this over here. So and again, I think the rankings are garbage, but they're still important, I guess, in its own fucking way, I guess. Beginning with the pound for pound rankings, Max flipped over Ankalaev, sure, whatever, pound for pound rankings are stupid. Then the one that pisses me off, somehow Joseph Morales is now ranked in the top 15. That almost gives me a goddamn migraine. Why is he ranked when there's much more deserving guys who are not shit? That pissed me off. That truly pisses me off. So bullshit. I can't. Please give him a big fight against any of these guys. I would love to see him get his head caved in by any of them. Fucking disgusting ranking, man. Ugh. Then obviously we had the main event winner, Bonfim, move up 4 spots to number 10. Colby, Burns, Neal, and D-Rod all fall down. Yeah, sure. Can't really disagree there. Bonfim, obviously, Randy Brown was not ranked, so they really had no direction for him. But I think that's about fair. Moving in the top 10. He should fight Joe Quinn Buckley next. Sweet. Colby, Burns, Neal, D-Rod falling down. Yep, cool. 3 of them probably shouldn't even be ranked. Cool, good for Bonfim. Obviously, Denise jumped to where Tisha was. Cool. Tisha probably retired, or it's sounding like she did, so we'll see who takes that 15th spot. Denise at 13. Cool. And then obviously the last one, Cavalcanti and Myra swapped. Cavalcanti now top 10, Myra down to 11. Probably gonna be cut. Yeah, cool. Cavalcanti should fight Chasson, would be a logical step up. But yeah, I can't really disagree with most of the rankings outside of the fucking Joseph Morales one pisses me off. Everything else I think either makes sense or is fair, so cool. I still think the rankings are garbage, and I could probably do them better. But you know, whenever I actually probably I know I would do them better, but maybe in a different life. So yeah, and that's about all the UFC stuff I had in mind. I'm trying to think if there's anything else to talk about before we get to the football and the basketball and all the fantasy goodness. Is there anything else I'm missing? Like any news or anything? I don't think so. No, I can't really think of anything, so yeah, let's again, you all can always throw a topic up for me to talk about. I don't talk about anything, you know me, at any time. If we're talking about something else, how you know I'll answer anything. Yeah, I'm blanking on what else to really talk about, so I guess we can just move into the other sports that we love and talk about. Fantasy, football, basketball, 2 separate things. Yeah, we can look at fantasy first, because there's not much to say. Make sure you get your waivers in, boys. I got mine in. God, because I need them badly. How the fuck am I 5-5? In my own league. You can't say I'm rigging it. I probably should. Fuck. So yeah, I'm gonna just give you a hint. And like I said, this clown, and fucking this clown, not Saquon, but God, he played like shit. This clown are getting dropped. For who? You'll find out. So, I should drop a couple more of these idiots, but you know, yeah. God, I wish I actually got a fucking trade. Whatever. So yeah, boy. Look at the updated standings after week 10. Ninja is locked in at number 1 still, 2 games ahead of Toner and Vast. 99% playoff chance at 8-2, unless he lost the rest of the year, which is unlikely. And probably, even if he did, he'd probably still make the playoffs. Ninja's locked in for the playoffs. So yeah, Tone's still on his tail, but can he catch up? We'll see. So he's a double. Tone and Vast at 2-3 at 6-4. Tone with an 82% playoff chance, and Vast with 65% playoff chance. Sweet. Well, they'll probably both make the playoffs. And yeah, they play each other this week, so someone has to drop. Who will it be? Then Shiesty is at 4 at 5-5 for 56% playoff chance after taking a bad loss last week. Chrome has jumped into 5th at 5-5 after starting 0-5 with a 30% playoff chance, which is blasphemy. This idiot has fell to 5-5 and in 6th place with a 30% playoff chance in my own league. This is bullshit. And then Matu is at 1-9 at the bottom with a 1% playoff chance. At this point, I think there's only like 5 or 6 games left. He couldn't make the playoffs even if he did win out. So, real bad for Matua. But again, I'll give him the number 1 pick in the NFL league next year. So, let's see what happens. The shit after the week. Points for Ninja is leading that. Points against Matua is leading that. He gets scored on the most, I guess. And points for, I just don't know how these stats work, to be honest. The winning streaks, Chrome has won 5 in a row. Vast and Ninja are on 1-game winning streaks. Matua has lost 6 in a row. I lost 2 in a row. Good job, RX. And yeah. Tone coming off an L. See how he bounces back. Interesting shit. Moves, even though this will be updated tomorrow with waivers. Vast has moved as 46. I have 41, and then the next closest up to at 23. So, and test me that I will go up in that tomorrow. Tone has been beaten out for the last place. He's now 2nd, and yeah, so interesting. Yeah, maybe making a bunch of moves just show how shit I am at this. Great. And yeah, so that's that for the games we got this week. We have me and Chrome. I don't even pay attention to this chance to win thing because none of the lineups are set. I would have to imagine with bye weeks, injuries, what have you. It's too early. Waivers. It's too early to really be locked in on a lineup. So don't really take this into consideration. So we're looking at who we're playing. I play Chrome. One of us has to fall below 500. Please don't be me. We'll see. Ninja and Shiesty, interesting one. We'll see if Shiesty sets her lineup this week and gets Jordan Mason the fuck on out of it. Yeah, so we'll see what happens here. Come on, Shiesty, knock this clown off the pedestal. Matua in a very winnable game somehow. Let's hope he pulls it off. And we got in maybe the biggest game of the week to see. This was the biggest game of the week when they played back in week, I believe, 3. Biggest game of the week again here. Vast and Tone. Winner stays in 2nd, moves to 2nd place, or stays in 2nd place. Loser drops to 6-5. This is a good one, man. I'm excited for this one. Caleb and Lamar. I'm guessing he's probably gonna play Caleb over Baker. That's an interesting one. Bijan and Henry versus Janty and Cook. Lad and Buka, Puka and JSN. That's a disgusting combo of how good they've played. Ferguson, Laporta, Franklin, Javante. This is gonna be a good one. I'm excited for this, man. Let's see who gets the win here. Someone has to take it. Who's gonna take it? I know Tones in chat warming his hands, ready for a battle. Lamar is starting suck. Lamar is starting to suck. Is he? Didn't he play good last week? Yeah, he put up only 16. So, and he's playing us this week, so you know he's gonna put up at least 35. So, yeah. That's gonna be a good one. Let's see who takes that 2nd place crown. Someone moves 7-4, someone falls to 6-5. And then obviously you look at the waiver wire for what the best is available on it. Not a whole lot. I looked earlier, quarterback, fucking nothing. I need a quarterback and all these guys suck. I'm not gonna tell you who I'm going after, but I'm not proud of it and they all fucking suck, so joy. Running back, not a whole lot. Aaron Jones is there. I'm not going after running backs, thankfully, this week. Aaron Jones is there, Woody Marks, who is super untrustworthy, Rahamdre, Knight, Tracy, Tucker, yada yada. So there's names there if you needed a running back, and I'm guessing someone probably does, so whoever needs it, and they're there. Can't believe Tracy and Jones are still there after I dropped them a week ago. Receivers. Oof. Oof. A lot of shit. Not a lot of good shit. Darius Slayton, I guess. He's might be the best one there. Tez Johnson's pretty good. Jacoby Myers. Tyler Lockett's on the Raiders. Raise your hand if you knew that one. Cooper Kupp. Yeah, we're really at the bottom of the barrel. Yeah, I hope you don't need a Luther Burden, who probably is not going to get playtime until next year. Yeah, I hope you don't need a receiver. Jameson Williams, what a flop he has been. Tight end, which I do need, and I'm not telling you who I'm going after, but yeah, I'm not thrilled with my options. Schultz, Pitts, Johnson, Henry, Otten, Fannin. Ugh, not great. Not fucking great. Well, hope you don't need a tight end, because I do, because Tyler Warren's on a bye week. Fuck. And then obviously kicker and defense, you can figure that one out for yourself. Yeah. It's we'll see what happens, and we'll go over what happens on the waivers tomorrow on stream. So good luck, unless you're going to have two eyes out of waiver on it. I hope you get your waivers. Well, I guess Tone, I think he's the only one who's in the league here right now, so good luck. We'll see what happens, and what happens in fantasy football this week. Gonna be fun, and unless I lose again, which then it won't be fun. Can't believe I fucking lost. If I would have played Breece Hall over RJ Harvey. Let's have fantasy basketball, which is not much better. Obviously, we're already in the second night of games. I'm playing Tone. I didn't even fucking know that, to be honest. So games are going on right now. Interesting. So we look at the updated standings for after week 3, I believe. Botter is 3-0 at 83%. These bots teams are good. Tone is 2-1 at 68% playoff chance. The bots are 2-1 at 45% playoff chance at third. I am somehow in 4th place with a 1-2 record. What the fuck is this league? Vast is 1-2 at 5th. Natua is 1-2 at 6th. Chrome's 1-2 at 8th. What is this fucking league? Field goals made. Tone has the most. Man, Tone knows how to fucking make his shots. Field goals attempted. Also Tone, so you're shooting a lot, so I would hope you make it eventually. When free throws made, Tone get into the foul line a lot. Stop foul baiting Tone. And he has the most free throw attempts. God, Tone, how are you not first? What the fuck? 3-pointers made. It's the bots takeover. Who the fuck do they got that's hitting every 3 possible? Rebound is a botter. I think that's probably Jokic, I imagine. Assist, the bot takeover. Okay, the bot teams and Tone are just ruling this league. Steals is vast. Okay, and these are like the stats of all their players combined. Blocks is bots. I'm shocked that's not Chrome since he has fucking Wemby on his team. Turnovers, of course it's fucking me. What the fuck? Points overall would have to be Botter, obviously. Oh no, it's actually Tone has the most points. And Botter doesn't, even though, I don't get it. Points for, bots take over, points against, Tone have the most points against. I still don't know how that stat works. Botter and bots are leading in streaks. Time not. Chrome's lost 2 in a row. Moves, Vast have made 22 in the first 3 weeks, with Matu and me right behind them. Botter and the bots. Tone's not trying too hard and still doing good. And Chrome has 0. So, yeah, interesting. Cool. The games for this week. Me and Tone, I'm beating him right now by a hair, but still so much time left. I am coming off a loss to Matua. Great. Vast and Chrome. Vast winning so far. See what happens there. Matua and they're playing in fantasy football and basketball. Matua should win here, and then the bot battle. This is an interesting one. I'm really intrigued to see the bot battle here. So we'll see which bot wins and which bot falls. Fun. Yeah, there's fantasy basketball for you. Not very much to say. A fun little side act that I enjoy, and yeah, looks like Vast, Matu, and Toe enjoyed as well, so fun. Not very much else to say. Yeah, so that's all the fancy shit out of the way, unless there's something else to talk about that I don't know of. I think that we can move to the last part of the stream, and that is the other part of the title. That is the NFL Week 11 breakdown. So let's look at the week, shall we? No, I'm not going to talk about that piss poor Eagles game last night, because that was one of the worst things I've ever watched in my goddamn life. So we will not talk about that. The Packers are garbage, that's what I'll say. So we can look at week 11, which will begin on Thursday night with another dogshit primetime game between the Jets and the Patriots. I wonder who is gonna win. Yeah, Patriots lay up next. What is there to say? Then we go to Spain at 9:30 tomorrow on Sunday afternoon. That game was so boring. It was 0-0 at halftime. Thank God Raw was on. It was so much better. And we will begin Sunday on, and we'll be beginning Sunday's slate of games in the morning, 9:30 in Madrid, Spain. Maybe Ilya will be there for the Commanders versus Dolphins. What a piss poor game that is. Dolphins should win. Shit game. Not watching it or waking up for it. Shit. Then we have, to begin the 1 o'clock slate, the Panthers and the Falcons. One of the games of all time. Someone has to be the second seed in that division. I want to lean the Panthers, to be honest. It's a 50-50 game. They're both trash. Could go either way. Fuck it, I'm going to lean the Panthers as of right now because I can. And why not? Fun. Fuck it. Shit game. Who cares? They're just fighting to see who's going to be the second seed to the first seed, who's in our next game. The Bucks and the Bills. Very good game here. Allen and Baker, two of the most entertaining quarterbacks in the league. This should be a big one. Both teams need a win after shit performance last week by both of them coming off losses to New England and Miami. Let's see who gets the win here. Buffalo, the big favorite. I'm definitely going Tampa here. Biasly, yes. Do I actually think they're going to win? If you're losing to the goddamn Dolphins, yeah, I'm picking the Bucks here. I think they should win. I think they're better. Give me the Bucks. If you're losing to the Dolphins, get fucking real. Give me Tampa. I think they're better. Yeah, not very much to say. Tampa. You beat the team that lost to Miami, for fuck's sake. And then we have a easy win in our next game. I don't think anyone's going to be shocked by the pick here. Texans and Titans. Easy win for the Texans next. Then we got the tone game of the week. His boys are back. 1 o'clock heading to a rival's dome. And we have the Bears and the Vikings. This is an interesting one. Two teams that on a week-by-week basis either look phenomenal or dog shit. Big game here. Bears are trying to stay in the playoff picture where they're actually above Green Bay in the standings, which is probably the first time ever. And Minnesota trying to stay in any playoff picture after getting their ass handed to them by Baltimore last week. The Bears should probably win this. Hey, we are 6-3. Yeah, I actually think the Bears are probably better than the Packers at this point after what I watched last night. Jesus. I already get Minnesota being the favorite here. I say the Bears are probably better. I think Caleb's better than JJ, which that's not really saying a lot. Aaron Jones, who knows how long he can stay healthy. Obviously, they got Jet, but if JJ can't get him the goddamn ball, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I think the Bears are better. Give me Chicago. Going on the road, trying to move to 7-3 and stay in the wild card. They're obviously not going to win the division over Detroit, more than likely, but I guess anything's possible. Yeah, I think they should win this, which probably means they're going to have a fucking close game for no reason and win by a field goal in overtime. So, who knows? But yeah, I want Chicago. I think they're better. Don't know why they're the underdogs here. And no, I'm not just doing that. Obviously, I don't make picks to make other people happy. So I actually do think they're going to win. So there you go, Tone. Yeah, simple. Then we have these two shitty teams battling right after it. Speak of the Devils, who Chicago's over in their standings, the Packers and the Giants, Moss's team that he probably is trying to forget about day by day. They are going to have a new coach. Brian Daboll is finally fired, which is more than a good thing. Yeah, that dude should have been fired like 2 years ago. That dude was a dog shit coach, and yeah, now he's gone. We'll see how they look post coach firing. Staying at home to play Green Bay. I could see a world where New York wins this. To be honest, Green Bay's garbage. I truly think they're terrible. Matt LaFleur is a shit coach. Jordan Love's not good. They have no top receiver. Micah Parsons is good. About it. They had the most pitiful game ever on last night. Fuck it. Give me the Giants. Fuck it. Give me the team always plays better after their coach is fired. Let's see it. Give me New York. Green Bay is shit. What am I meant to say? And then we have Gardner Johnson. We just picked is actually playing good the last 2 games, but our other corners are hurt. Well, at least you're getting someone back. For every injury you have ended, you get 2 more. That's good. Again, I think y'all are going to be able to beat the Vikings. Just guard that Jefferson guy. Heard he's pretty good. And next we head to another divisional game at 1 o'clock in the old man battle from a few weeks ago, this time not on prime time, as we have Joe Flacco versus Aaron Rodgers, the Bengals versus the Steelers. Another betting odds I don't really understand. I think since he's better. Pitt is not a good team. I don't care what people say. Pitt is shit. Yes, they can go fucking 9-8. Cool, good for them. They're not good. And yeah, I'm going Cincy. Give me Flacco. Give me the Bengals. They should win. They beat them a couple weeks ago. They should beat them again here. Give me Cincinnati. Pitt is shit. Simple. Fuck Pitt. I don't like either of them. Actually, I don't mind the Bengals. I fucking hate the Steelers. Give me Cincy. Then we get the last 1 o'clock game, a playoff rematch from a few years ago, and that was a legendary playoff game for a reason, for many reasons. As we have in the last 1 o'clock game, the Chargers versus the Jaguars. Chargers trying to get revenge after that giant playoff choke they had a couple years ago against Jacksonville, and they should get revenge here. Jacksonville's shit. They just lost to Houston in a crazy fucking choke job. And yeah, Chargers, which are better, which they might not have an O-line, but they are better than the Jags. And yeah, give me the Chargers. Not very much else to say. They're gonna get revenge and beat the dog shit Jaguars. Then we hit the 4 o'clock games of maybe the game, actually the few really good games that can make a case for game of the week here, and this is one of them. And I think this might be the game of the week, and it'd be in the 4 o'clock slate at 4:05 with the battle to see who's the best team in that division, the Seahawks versus the Rams. That's a good game. That's a fucking good game. Who's the best team in this division? Is it Seattle? Is it LA? Is Matthew Stafford in MVP talks like he should be? Seattle coming off of dominating one of Arizona. Great game. Cannot wait for this game. Who's the best team in that division? We're going to find out. I don't know. I truly don't know. Seattle's looking phenomenal. LA's looking phenomenal. This is a big one, man. This is a big game. Winner of this, I believe, takes the number 1 seed in that division. I see it's going either way. I think I'm gonna lean with the Birds. I feel like leaning with the Birds here. I think I'm gonna lean Seattle. As of right now, I don't know why, but I feel like I'm gonna lean with Seattle here. I think they could get the win here. I think they could spring the ups. Well, neither should be an upset, to be honest. Both are really good teams. Yeah, I'm gonna lean Seattle here. I think as of right now, again, that could change, but right now I'm feeling Seattle. Great game, could go either way. See who's the best team in that division. Two of the best teams in the NFC, both better than the Eagles. Should be interesting. Very good one. Then we have the Niners and the Cardinals. I never understood. I don't know why my TV, the fucking screen shares are always blurry. Hopefully it's not like that. Only my shorts are allowed to be blurry. The Niners and the Cardinals. Easy win for the Niners. Next, do I need to add anything else? Even with everyone on that team injured, they're better than the Cardinals. Then we have my team. It was weird for us to play at 4:25. We never play that late. And at 4:25, sadly, my team has to actually play. And God, do I fucking hate them. And the Ravens beating the shit out of my Cleveland Browns. Oh, joy. Yeah, the Ravens are gonna win. We need to explain that more. Until we start Shooter Sanders and fire Kevin Stefanski, I don't care about the Browns. I hope they lose every fucking game. And I fucking hate them. So, fuck them. Then we have the last 4 o'clock game and another gigantic game for its division. The Chiefs versus the Broncos. Chiefs trying to get back the #1 seed from Denver. This is a big one. This is a big one. Casey needs a win here coming off that Bills loss. They're a game or two behind Denver, who are in first place right now. Chiefs are not even in the playoffs. They're in the hunt right now. This is a big game. Excited for it. Of course, I'm biased. Fuck Casey, give me Denver, but I could see it going either way. I could see this is gonna be another good game. Some really good games going on at 4 o'clock this week. I'm gonna lean Denver biasedly, but I really don't know who's gonna win, so great game. Great fucking game there. Then on Sunday Night Football, how did these idiots get another primetime game after last night? We have another big game, and this time the NFC, unlike the last game, which was a big game for the AFC, we have Sunday Night Football, a game on paper that looks good, but after last night might be shit. The Lions versus the Eagles. Oh, Lions, please win. We're so tired of the Eagles. They're so shit. And then whatever the fuck I watched last night was, again, one of the most pathetic excuses of games I've ever seen. And, yeah, always cheer for the Lions. I actually do think they'll win this game because after what I saw last night, what the fuck was that? Yeah, give me Detroit. Pretty simple. And then Monday Night Football on prime time, another terrible primetime game because who the fuck thought this was a good primetime game before the season, let alone at this point. We have 10 week 10 week 11 on Monday Night Football in Vegas, the Cowboys and the Raiders. I wonder who's gonna win. Yeah, shit, the Cowboys are coming off the bye week, making good trades at the deadline. Yeah, they're gonna beat the shit out of the Raiders. Not really much else to say there. Cowboys, easy, next. And yeah, that's about that. The bye weeks this week are the Colts and the Saints. One good team, one bad team. Perfect. Yeah, and that's week 11. Pretty decent. A few pretty easy games to predict, like the Cowboys, the Ravens, the Niners, the Texans, the Patriots, but then there's some good ones. Like you got 3 really big games in Seattle, LA, KC, Denver, and Detroit, Philly. Those are like the 3 biggest games a week and are all ginormous games for the future of the next couple weeks. Bears Vikings is a pretty big one as well. This is a decent week. Tampa Buffalo is a giant game for both because another loss would hurt both of them. This is a good week, man. This is a really good week. Again, the really only games that have no meaning and are not close or clear wins are what Carolina, Atlanta's meaningless. Washington, Miami's a meaningless. Houston, Tennessee. Well, that's a fucking clear one. yeah, like these two are meaningless, but every other game, these are clear, kind of important, or very important. So should be fun. I'm excited. The lock week would have to be Baltimore, Houston, maybe. Probably Baltimore. Fuck the Browns. But there's a couple you can make a case for: Dallas, Baltimore, San Fran, Houston, New England. In the game of the week on paper, again, take your choice between Seattle, LA, KC, Denver, and Philly, Detroit. I'm thinking Seattle, LA is the game of the week. I think that's clearly the game of the week, and I am super fucking excited for it. So can't wait. Such a good game, and see what happens. That's a gigantic game, so see what happens. There you go. That was the Week 11 breakdown. Some fun shit going on in the NFL. It's gonna be a fun week. There's gonna be a shit Thursday night game, and yeah, fantasy should be fun, and we'll see what happens, man. So there you go. The only other piece of news I want to talk about before we get out of here is from the NBA that I forgot to talk about earlier. Nico Harrison finally got fired. Thank God. How the fuck did that man keep a job for so long? I don't know. But it's good that he got fired. If you don't know who that is, that's the idiot who did the Luka Doncic trade, who anyone even considering doing that trade should be fucking evaluated for being I don't even know. So yeah, Nico Harrison fired. Well, the damage he done will never be able to be, what's the term, fixed, but him being fired and never getting hired again because no team would ever be that stupid is more than okay. And Dallas Mavericks, I feel bad for you that what he left you with was Anthony Davis, who doesn't play because he's made out of tissue, Kyrie, who's 50, and Cooper Flag, who looks like shit from what I've heard. You could have had Luka, Jalen Brunson. You could have won a title. And instead, you get left with nothing. So, at least the man's fired now. A bit late. Oh, Klay Thompson's there too, rotting away by the fucking minute. So, hopefully, they can build themselves back up to relevancy. And yeah, fuck Nico Harrison. Yeah, I think I speak for everyone in sports, not even just as an NBA fan. Fuck him, because as great as that Luka trade was for the holy shit moment of it, I'll never forget. I don't think that might be the craziest trade I've ever seen go down in my lifetime, and probably in most people's, because it was so fucking stupid. Yeah, I think good riddance to that piece of shit. And again, no team will ever hire him because he's just gonna trade away your best player for nothing. So I don't know. So yeah. Good. I'm happy for Dallas. They're gonna suck the rest of the season, but at least that idiot's not getting paid by them anymore, and move to a new chapter for them. So it'll get better. Like, just to look at their team real quick, it's not good. It's not fucking good. Like everyone, like Dave gave up so many good players too. It's like Jalen Brunson, Luka Doncic, Quentin Grimes, just to name 3 big names. And now they're left with whoever. Who the fuck is Brandon Williams? I've never seen this dude a day in my life. So their starting lineup right now is Brandon Williams, Cooper Flag's playing shooting guard, a fucking power forward, PJ Washington. I don't even know who's playing. I guess Najee Marshall and Daniel Gafford. Hysterical. Herschel Walker, Trey and Down. I was a kid, but I remember. Yeah, that's probably the NFL's version of the Luka trade, because it's like, what the fuck? So, yeah, the Vikings did not win that trade. Dallas might have lost this trade more, because now they are left with. Let's just look at what they're left with. Cooper Flag, who does not look very good. PJ Washington, who's okay. Anthony Davis, who is going to be injured for the rest of the year more than likely. Derek Lively's good. Who the fuck is Brandon Williams? D'Lo's shit. Klay Thompson's gonna retire, hopefully now. Gafford's okay. They got no good young guy. Jaden Hardy was good like 3 years ago. Caleb Martin, who they got for Quinn Grimes, is trash. Dwight Powell, who just is gonna live here forever. Kyrie's injured. Yeah, I feel bad for them. Hopefully they get a high pick next year and they can try and build something, but at least the bad man is gone and they can move on, so. Fuck Nico Harrison. I guess the moral of today's story. Sorry, Dallas, but you lost Luka. You know, you'll come back. You'll come back. And yeah, that was about that. I'm trying to think anything else. I'm trying to think of any other news stories. Not like in sports in general, or I don't care about world stories. No, fuck the news. I care about sports. Yeah, YouTube always tries to put the category as entertainment. It's sports, baby. That's what we're here to talk about. I think that's about it. I can't really think of anything else to talk about. NFL is going into week 11. No big injury or updates so far. Keeping an eye on some things, but yeah. NBA talked about the biggest news there. The NBA Cup's going on right now. We'll see who wins. That shit's so stupid, but maybe it makes the court's cool. The fucking colorful court is really cool. I'll give them that. UFC we talked about plenty. I know again Conor Benn and the other guys fight this week. If you care about boxing, I guess that's a good fight. From what I heard, the first one was good. Yeah, I think that's about that. So, I think we can be getting out of here, shall we, boys? Only went an hour and 16 minutes, which is insane, but felt like we went longer and didn't feel like we didn't go that long at all. So that's a weird kind of parallel, but it was fun. This was fun. Hit all the main notes I want to talk about. Great way to start the week. Talked fight, football, basketball, fantasy. It was great. I had a great time, and yeah, I don't really know what else to say. So, not the biggest chat tonight, but I'm guessing most people were at Smokies. So just want to show Tone's profile pic on screen. W. November, baby. Let's not forget about Thanksgiving. I know everyone is Christmas time, but no, it's Thanksgiving time. And yeah, it was fun. Again, it's Tuesday night, not the biggest crowd, but hopefully everyone's enjoying Smokies or just their Tuesday night in general. No big deal. Shout out to everyone who was still in chat tonight. A few but mighty. Toner, legend like always. D-Man and Zero. Shout out to you three. Ending tonight with 28 likes. Or 28 views and 3 likes. I wish it was the other way around. Yeah, tonight was fun. Not really much else to say. Hit all the main notes. Fun way to start the week. Everything been Dilo. Yeah. Everything been slow. I agree. Just that time of year, shit's slow. It's middle or getting to the middle of November, almost the end of 2025, which doesn't even sound goddamn real to be saying, but it's the truth. And yeah, we just gotta keep moving forward. Enjoy the last month and a half of the year. And see what happens. Got 4 more UFC cards that are gonna hopefully be good. And let's keep vibing and enjoying shit, man. So Smokey has 2 live streams going on at the same time. That batshit. Someone should probably tell him. Oh no, I guess that's what he's meant to be doing. I don't fucking get. Oh yeah, StreamYard had that thing where you can stream like fucking vertical and then sideways or whatever. I guess that's what he's doing. Sweet. Yeah, so that's cool. And yeah, had fun tonight. Hope y'all did as well. And let's see what the rest of the week brings. He's trying vertically. Yeah, because they like when I got on, it gave a new update. You could stream vertically and da da da. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna stick to this because I don't care to go vertically. You can still watch me on your fucking phone. And what if you're watching on a TV or something? It's gonna look stupid. So whatever. Yeah, imagine me screen sharing out vertically. You couldn't see a goddamn thing. You can barely see it anyway. So yeah, so I think that's a silly update. But I love StreamYard and yeah, looks like, and actually the vertical stream's getting more views for Smokey. So what the fuck do I know? So But yeah, fun night. Hope you all enjoyed, and fun way to start the week. Obviously, you already know the schedule for the rest of the week. I'm gonna have a short out in a couple hours, within the next couple hours for the UFC 322 fight week. I'll be live Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night, of course. Obviously, the breakdown and recap for UFC 322 for Sunday. I dropped a Contender Series Season 1 retrospective earlier today. Hope like 8 people who watched it so far are enjoying it or watched any of it. And yeah, gonna be a fun week. Just beginning. A few more sleeps till fight, football, and everything in between. So let's keep vibing. Let's keep having a good week. 2 days in. Hopefully everyone's having a good week so far. Now let's head into Wednesday, hump day, middle of the week, whatever you want to phrase it. Let's fucking do it. So to do that, I say, I hope you enjoyed the stream. Please like, comment, subscribe, 200 subs go by the end of 2025. My youngest son started streaming on TikTok today. Oh yeah, that's awesome. Shout out to him. Yeah, this shit's, you'll find out real quick, this streaming shit's fun, but very, a lot sometimes. But it's fun. Yeah, you find the fun in it. I have here. He made money, he was excited. That's awesome. That's actually legit fucking awesome. I've not made a dime doing this. I'm so excited to stream every time for y'all. I love y'all. And let's have another great week just beginning. Let's continue it by saying, as always, go watch Smokey. I know he's live. He has 2 streams, so you can watch vertically or square. And as always, unless I'm going to say something which I don't believe I am, RX out. Good vibes only. And always, I guess TikTok is easier. I don't have TikTok. If you're over the age of 12 with TikTok, you're weird. GVO, baby.